Hello, I'm Jimmy Jam Oracle. Welcome to my channel. And today, it's going to be a little bit different today. If I sound different, I'm recording in a different room. I have no heat. Well, I have a heater, but I have no electricity. I was part of the storms that hit like Michigan, and I'm in Michigan. And there was a lot of storms, and it knocked out a whole bunch of power lines. And unfortunately, I'm one of them. But it's okay, though. I have heat, I have food, I have shelter, and that's all I could really ask for. But if you want to send your thoughts and prayers to the people who don't, or who are struggling with the power outages, feel free to. And let's go ahead and get started with our tarot reading today. We're doing Chantal again. And with the power outage, I'm trying to save the power on my phone, so I'm not too 100% caught up with what's going on with Chantal. I don't think it's anything super groundbreaking. I know there was speculation she already did her visa run, in which case my last reading would have been misinterpreted. I did keep getting delays, and what might be, maybe she's wanting to go to Canada, but like something is stopping her, something's delaying her. But why speculate when we can ask the spirits? So remember, we welcome the spirits just like I welcome you. And let's get started. I'm going to do a quick shuffle. We're going to think about Chantal, about what's going on with her. I'm going to do some simple 3-card spreads. Oh, I have a jumper. Let's look at them out of curiosity. What was the Magician? It says action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, and creativity. Could this be Chantal? Could this be somebody in her life? Or it could be present situation? Not sure. But let's go ahead and pull our... we'll keep him off to the side for now, and we'll pull out our 3 cards and see if the spirits would like to clarify on the Magician. If that was a card for Foodie. Ooh. We have Heartbreak card, we have Judgment, and we have, what is that, the 6 of Cups? Alright, so we're going to start with the 3 of Swords. It's reversed. I usually refer to this as the Heartbreak card. This one's reversed, so it says negative self-talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, optimism, recovery, and moving on. Alright, moving on. From what it seems like, it's in the past positions, maybe moving on. Maybe Chantal moving on from her ex, or even moving on to Kuwait. It does say releasing pain, forgiveness, and optimism. That would kind of go along with the first, I think, few months of the Kuwait arc, like her going to Kuwait. Like accepting religion, which that would have to be, like finding forgiveness. And releasing pain, maybe finally letting go of her ex, even the optimism of like moving on with somebody new. All right, then we have Judgment here. It's in the present position. We have, it's upright, it says Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. The new phase one really sticks out with me because the girls are all about cycles and phases. It does feel like that Chantal is starting a new phase with her health. I think she's in that phase where she says she's doing something off camera, but she's not telling us, and she's really struggling with it, and like she's in that phase. That might be what this is saying right now. It's also the Judgment card, so maybe I don't know if in her lives she's like casting judgment onto people, or she just has that like higher than thou kind of thought process going. But let's go ahead and move to the future position card. It is the 6 of Cups. It is reversed. And it says living in the past, forgiveness, lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home, and independence. Okay, we get this card quite a bit when it talks about independence with Chantal and like leaving. Whether it's leaving home or moving forward. Like it's a lot of movement in her cards, which makes me... because my first interpretation of this card was a physical moving on. Like my knee-jerk reaction was the moving on, like leaving Canada to Kuwait. And it's funny that we have this card that also talks about like moving. It talks moving forward, leaving home. So it suggests a move of some sort. Like, is it the move back to Canada? And I've been speculating a lot that perhaps she is wanting to come back to Canada, but is she wanting to take Salah with her? Because I think she's been talking a lot about that. So let's go ahead and ask the spirit to set these aside, and perhaps we'll refer to them later. So we're going to ask the spirits, is Chantal trying to take Salah to Canada? But it does also speak of independence when it comes to her reads. So maybe she's wanting to go alone, maybe. Or maybe he's wanting her to go alone. I don't know, but there's definitely some solo work going on here. Well, we have the Empress in the present. The Nine of Pentacles in the present. And then the Nine of Cups in the future. So I start with the Empress. She is abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, and action. Who is this Empress? It's in the past position, so I would suggest it's someone from Chantal's life. Is it a representation of her mother? I'm not sure. It could refer to Chantal at one point in the past, perhaps the feminine and the fertility. Maybe even the accomplishment part. I mean, she does have like a successful YouTube channel. So, it also talks about like growth and action. So this might be a reference to that. As far as the good parenting and the nurturing, like, I don't really think it's much to do with that. Although the abundance probably would, just from like, if it's talking about her YouTube channel or her success with her YouTube channel, there was definitely an abundant time in the past. All right, so then we have the Nine of Pentacles. It is reversed. It says self-worth, hustling, living beyond means, obsession with work, and false success. So this is the present situation. So in relation to the question I asked was like, oh, is Chantal taking Salah to Canada? It would seem like the spirits are saying that perhaps she's only saying that to perhaps the hustle, for the hustle. Like, she knows that talking about bringing Salah to Canada might bring a reaction from the reaction channels. And I think she knows that kind of drama does bring her views. Like, she's not dumb. She knows what gets her views for the most part. And I think she knows, like, the drama brings the views. And my question relating to that, it seems like that's what she's trying to do, is to bring about like a false, like, Salah's coming to Canada arc. It does mention living beyond a means, which that's something the reaction channels also have been speculating about, that perhaps she's broke or she's going broke, and this would be a part of the hustle that is talking about. Even like obsession with work, it's saying that my question is work related, and it says false success. I don't think the reaction channels are quite biting as well as she thought she would, or perhaps false success is referring to the fact that she's lying. Like she knows like something about like him coming to Canada would be like, it wouldn't go through. It would be a false success. So ahead in the future position, we have the Nine of Cups. It is reversed as a lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. Okay, so if she thought she had gotten away with duping like the reaction channels, that would give her like the inner happiness and the smugness. She definitely smugness for both her and Amber is astounding. We also have the materialism and the indulgence. That's definitely Foodie. So yeah, it seems like she's just saying that, like, just like implying that he could come there. She's trying to get him to Canada to kind of bolster her views on YouTube. That's what the spirits are saying, or at least what they were implying. That's what I feel like anyway. Let's go ahead and set these up here. We'll do another quick little 3 cards. Let's see what else we would like to ask. How about we go back to the Magician? Right here, this little guy. I'm gonna push these up a little bit more so I have room. So the Magician popped out when I was shuffling, when we were first thinking about Chantal. So let's ask the Spirits. Spirits, can you explain the Magician that came out when I shuffled the first time? I normally don't read my fallouts, but I notice a lot of tarot card readers do. And they get really good reads, so I'm just wondering, like, maybe I should be. Because I always interpret it as me just being a really bad shuffler. But maybe I'm wrong. Oops, let's get that one up there. I'm a bit zoomed in today because I knew I was only going to do 3 cards. So I'd have a little less room than what I'm used to. Alright, let's see. We have the Ace of Wands. It is upright. It's in the past position. It says, new project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. So it's funny, it says new opportunities, and I believe the Magician, let's get him right there so we can see him. What does it say? It says creation, manifestation, and like potential beginnings, new opportunities. So these are, it seems like these are pretty well related to one each other. Because it also says like skill. And I think that goes under right here, the urge to create. So we're talking about creation. We're talking about manifestation, a new project. So I just wonder if this is a new arc that's coming for Foodie. If she's working on something, or like this doesn't have to be of Foodie's creation. It could be of somebody else's creation. It could be this Magician's creation. Whoever this is supposed to represent. If it is representing someone, it could represent an event. But it does seem like something is happening, whether it's a new project or some sort of event. We also have the King of Cups, who has appeared in the present position. He is emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, control, balanced, supportive leader, tolerant, and empathetic. And this is in the present position. So I have a funny feeling whoever this King of Cups is somehow going to spark, perhaps he is the Magician. Because in the Magician it says power. And right here it says control. And those two things tend to go hand in hand. And also, we have like clarity and empathetic. I feel like these are the same person. So in the present position, whoever this King of Cups is, he is working something new for Chantal. Or he's creating a situation that's new to Chantal. So we have to find out who that King of Cups is. Alright, let's move on to the future. We have the 3 of Cups, which is funny because this is the 3rd cup that has appeared in the future position, because up here we have the 9 and then the 6. This is the 3rd one. We have it's reversed. It says overindulgence, heavy partying, isolation, independence, alone time, 3 is a crowd, and gossip. This is also a card we frequently get with Chantal. Mostly because I think of the overindulgence, isolation, independence. We get, again, independence again. Yeah, alone time. So whatever this situation sparks, it's going to cause her to be alone. So it seems like whatever this is, she's going in it alone, or it's just going to happen to her. So like Salah is not going to be in the picture when this happens, or he's going to be taken out of the picture when this happens. I'm not sure, but perhaps, I'm not sure, but maybe the spirits can be sure. So let's ask real quick. Spirits, can you tell us more about this new project? This new creation. What is going to cause Chantal to be alone? What is going to cause her to be alone? Let's just lay it down onto my other card because I'm running out of space. Ooh. Who do we have? We have Was that 10? I'm sorry, 8 of Pentacles. We have the Fool, and we have the Ace of Swords. Start with the Pentacles. Upright, it says diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, and repetitive tasks. Passion, high standards, apprenticeship. That is, it's in the past position, but it's in the past position in relation to what's going on here. Maybe this is the Magician and the, the King of Cups. Maybe it's their past. Some sort of, like, this is a very, like, diligent person with high standards. All right. So let's move on to the Fool, who's in the present position. It's reversed as holding back, indecision, hesitation, recklessness, fearlessness, bad choices, and risk-taking. So if we are relating this, so it feels like I'm actually reading for the Magician or the King of Cups, whoever this is supposed to be representing. So it seems like in the past, again, high standards, passion, mastery, which that kind of goes into like the creation and willpower and just power in general and control. That, you know, that high standards and mastery, I think that's what that feels like. And then this person, whoever they are, and right now they're holding back. They're not, there's a decision that needs to be made. And it's funny because that indecision read happened in the last one too. Like I said, that there was a decision that had to be made. And I thought it was Foodie's decision to be made, but it seems like it's this King of Cups. And who this is, I have no idea, but it's definitely someone currently in her life who needs to make a decision. And there's hesitation. And again, in Foodie's last read, I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there was delays. A lot of delays came up in her read. And again, I thought that was the visa. But that could have just been me misinterpreting the cards. Like, they could have been telling me all along, like, yeah, someone is making a decision, they're hesitating. But it's someone, I think they have enough say to cause the event described by, what was the Ace? Yeah, the new project described by the Ace of Wands. Let's continue to the Ace of Swords. Another Ace. Okay, so reversed. It's confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity, rethinking an idea, and clouded judgment. Finally, we got clarity. One of these was clarity. Who was it? This one, the Magician. Magician had clarity. So again, I think this is telling us, again, this is about the Magician, King of Cups, whoever this guy is. Or woman. I don't think the cards are super, like, gender specific. It says whatever this event is going to cause, like, that confusion. Maybe even it's going to seem brutal. Chaos. It does talk about clarity and rethinking an idea. And it's funny, the rethinking of an idea, again, we got into, like, new projects. New projects. It seems like we had rethinking of an idea before, or something like it. Here, give me 1 second. Oh, whoa. Is that it? No, that wasn't it. Oh my goodness. Moving forward, leaving home. No. What's the rethinking of an idea? I could have sworn we gotten it before. Maybe not. Well, maybe, perhaps not. Okay. But it just seems funny that we have, like, urge to create a new project, and then we have, like, the, you know, the rethinking of an idea. And even here where it says indecision, in the Fool. Even risk-taking. For some reason, risk-taking one sticks out to me, too. It does say this person might have clouded judgment. So whoever this is might be close to Chantal. Whether it's family or, like, physically close, like maybe someone is near her, like they're struggling with a decision. And what that decision is, I don't know, but it's going to start something new for Chantal. Is it going to send her back home to Canada? Is that the moving on described in the first cards? I'm not sure. Like, is it a person of authority and, you know, could deny another visa in the future, or perhaps they're looking into her right now. I'm not sure, but they are very indecisive with her. All right, so that was fun. And I'm excited to find out whoever that King of Cups is, or the Magician. So real quick, as a thank you, I like to do an intuition pull. It's a card just for you. Go ahead, think of a problem, a question, just a situation in your life right now, and maybe the cards will give you a little bit of advice, maybe give you some clarity on it. And I'm going to try to tune into that to pick out a card. I'm already feeling this little pile right here. This one. I want this one. Hopefully something positive. I like getting a positive one. Here we go. We got the Hanged Man. He is upright. Says pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things differently than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. I think this is a positive card because there's nothing wrong with taking a pause or even like giving in sometimes. Letting go, just like sometimes it is good to let go. And even the sacrifice and the surrender, like sometimes it's good to let something go for the sake of something bigger. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where the deep insight is coming from. Or even like viewing things differently than before. Because sometimes different situations cause different perspectives, and those perspectives can be a good thing. All right, well, thank you for joining me. Wish me luck on getting my power turned back on. We thank the spirits for joining us today, and I hope you have a great day.